Presentation for Declarative Amsterdam?
Yes, Declarative Amsterdam. Most of you hopefully know Declarative Amsterdam, a conference that's still in the cold days of the year, instead of this hot conference that we're completely not used to. Show of hands, how many have virtually or physically attended one of the Declarative Amsterdam conferences? Excellent. Well, I have best news ever, because we have stickers, and you weren't able to collect them previously, or most of you didn't come. But now I got them here, and we'll put them on the table. But there's more news. There's the next Declarative Amsterdam conference, for which the call for presentations and tutorials is open. So feel free to submit. The conference will be held at 7th and 8th of November this year. I won't have to say in which city, I guess. And apart from the call for presentations, there's also a challenge, a declarative challenge. And the challenge is about writing an iXML solution. And there are there are three options from which you can choose if you want to participate in the battle. And if you don't want to sort of participate in the battle, but still want to show what iXML, a solution you've written, please post it and we can collect a list and make a short presentation out of that. So that's it. Oh yes, well, so far it's always been virtual. No, that's not true. The first one was only physical, and as the website declarative.amsterdam will tell you, it will be virtual, and it most certainly will also be physical, but we of course don't know for sure what the COVID temperature will be like in November.
Thank you very much. So now we have a 10-minute presentation from Stan. 10 minutes? Yeah.
From?
Say Stan or 11?
From?
Ah, yeah, from George Bina, of course. From George Bina!
Thank you, Mohammed. My main role is to wake you up after the lunch break. Okay. I'm happy to be in Prague again and to represent Oxygen XML editor and Syncrosoft, the company that creates Oxygen and the set of tools. And we grew in time, and we are, because I mentioned yesterday at the meetup that there are 6 people. There are 6 people here. Back in the office, we are more than 60 people. So there are a lot of people working actually to make these tools that hopefully you enjoy when you work with XML. In time, and I showed more details yesterday, we grew our tool from a simple XML editor to cover both development and authoring. And now, as Octavian, my colleague Octavian presented yesterday, we cover also JSON and other formats with the same ideas that we implement for XML. Then we have some collaboration tools with the Web Author and the Content Fusion collaboration platform. And we did also some solutions on the publishing side with an engine that generates PDF based on CSS. And actually, it uses under the hood the Apache FOP, which is nice because in a way combines the CSS idea and the XSLFO as a technology. The web help and also a new solution, the feedback, which allows people to comment on HTML pages. Now, XMLPrague has, I think we missed 2 of the entire set of XMLPrague events in the first part, but we also always sponsored XMLPrague even if we were not here at the beginning. And we did some interesting things along the time. including the angle brackets dance with keeping our hands like this. And also, some time ago, 8 years ago, I introduced the web authoring with a magic moment, and I will try to play that. So we have this camera that shows the two devices, the iPad and the Oxygen. And the magic part means that we need to get this document here, that this is the document, because it has also wrong here, so I choose notebook, not other type of document. So this kind of document that is rendered in Oxygen, and we have the track changes, comments, and so on. So let's try to get this on the iPad. And you can see what happens now. So it was incredible 8 years ago. And now we have the document on the phone. So as you can imagine, there are people like, I know there's a technology from MIT that, and it was very clear, it's a magic number, so everything was magic. Was no document passing from no device to any device. It was really just a trick to show the idea that the documents can go from one device to another, but still the web author worked on all three devices, only that it was not that seamless transition. Yes. There's no sun. Well, now back to today. We had this period of time when we stayed at home, and one of the things that we've done was to work hard on some of the functionality that we included in our products. And I just want to highlight that in Web Author and in Content Fusion, we implemented concurrent editing for XML documents, which in a way, I think, exceeds the idea that we presented 8 years ago, because back then we didn't show that you can edit the XML documents in the same time. So Content Fusion allows to easily share XML content, any type of XML content, like not only data. Usually we demo with data, but it works with notebook, with TI, or any XML document. And it allows concurrent editing for unrestricted access to the content. And let me see. So basically, you can just drag and drop a file, for instance, to this side view and upload it, provide a name, and where you say upload, and it goes on the Fusion server. And then I already did the same thing before, and then you obtain a URL that you can share with others. And you may decide whether you allow anyone with a link to access the content, or you can share with specific users. And once you do that, and you share that URL with others, then basically the same document can be accessed from iPad, from phones, from any device by any user. And let me try to access this now. So you can see basically typing in on on what the user will see, let's say, on my desktop when I'm typing in another device. And you can also see the other users. Of course, I'm now from the 2 devices, and so on. It was really a challenge for us to create this, because when you have a tree structure like XML, which is really constrained, and you are not allowed to make it not well formed, it's very hard to keep things when multiple people edit in the same time to keep everything and make sure that everything will stay well formed all the time. So basically, after you share this content, you back in Oxygen, you can integrate those changes. And you can see here that we show with the div what was changed. You can just say apply and bring those changes back into your document and continue whatever workflow you had. Yeah, so I didn't want to take too much time to show many things. Just one highlight, and I hope you will get a chance to try Content Fusion. Demo is available, and it's available without any cost for Oxygen users on fusion.oxygenxml.com. So if you are using Oxygen, you can also use Content Fusion to try to share content with others. That being said, thank you, and I want to thank also my colleagues, which are also here. Maybe you can show your hands. And if you have questions about Oxygen, feel free to get in touch with us. We usually have an Oxygen label or Oxygen branded shirts. So thank you again, and enjoy the rest of the conference.